Hey guys, what's up? My name is Kayla and welcome to my channel. Today I am doing a mini review and tutorial kind of the Violet Voss Flamingo Palette. This limited edition cutie is $45. You can get it only at Sephora and Violet Voss's website. Apparently you get 1.26 ounces for this entire palette. It is 15 shadows, a beautiful array of colors. I love myself my colorful palettes, but I always want to look for a unique palette to bring into my collection. And so when I saw this palette, it was instant love. I bought it the minute it came out. I had to. So I've been using this for a little bit, and so today I wanted to do a mini review. I mean, it's not super in depth. I didn't spend as much time testing it out as I did with the latte palette because let's not go back to that. I love that palette, but that whole review mess was a nightmare. This just looks like colorful eye look, but when I decided to do this video, I wanted to find inspiration on Instagram, just find somebody who uses palette so I can use inspiration, and also hopefully find a look that would help me get out of my own comfort zone. I do a lot of crazy shit with my makeup, but I feel like I just need to work more with my actual application. So for my inspiration today, I use Salomea Beauty. This look she made with the Flamingo palette. Guys, if you want to see how this look came to be and kind of I know it's not the exact look that Salomea created, but I already used a lot of colors she used, so I kind of wanted to use some of the colors I didn't use, and I took inspiration. I didn't exactly copy it. Also, I'm going to have her Instagram linked down in the description box below. And with all that said, guys, let's get rolling. So a lot of things that I've been noticing that a lot of people who do like professional makeup do is not set their eye primer, which is really weird for me, but we're going to do it anyways. And so first, what I'm going to do is in the middle of her eye, she starts with like the deepest shadow she's gonna use, and then she goes outward, which for me feels like the exact opposite of what I thought I had to do. So instead of using, like, she uses a really dark shade, so I bet she used watermelon to do that inner crease, but I want to go in with something a little different. So I'm not sure what shadow she went into, but I'm gonna go into Sandals. Okay, so right off the bat, this feels very weird for me not setting my eye primer. Like, I can hear the texture of the shadows touching the primer on my face, and it's just the weirdest sound to me right now. It just feels weird. It doesn't feel smooth or anything that I'm used to, but I know what they're doing is really packing on that first shadow. See? Wow, that's like really gorgeous. She seemed to do a little pink first, so I'm gonna use pink now. I'm taking the same exact brush I was using. I'm just using Wet n Wild brushes. I'm gonna go slightly into watermelon. I think next she went in with Popsicle. I'm instead going to go in with Coral, and I'm going to take a more fluffier brush. My Morphe M441, the look sounds good. Coral is just a more light pinkier color, and I'm just going to keep this going above everything that I've been doing. The problem kind of running out too with Salomea's look is that the colors on her eye have a defined gradient going up, and mine are kind of not going gradient. And I think part of the problem was that I had my initial dark shadows going up too high. I should have kept them really into the crease, where I kept bringing them high up into the bridge, so you're not getting the kind of gradient that she was doing. And because I think I use both sandals and watermelon, those, I think they're just too close to what coral is. So logically, I think I should go into lemonade, but I kind of want to grab oceanfront. And I think I used oceanfront earlier. Yeah, so I'm gonna use, this is my 4th Wet n Wild brush, just keep that in mind. And I'm gonna go I'm gonna take oceanfront as freaking high as I possibly can to my brow bone. I don't know how well it's picking up on camera, but I feel like I'm getting somewhere. It's kind of almost turning like the pink and blue. I don't know why I thought this would be different, but they're creating a cotton candy purple. You know when cotton candy ice cream like starts melting and how the pink and blue just start becoming a light lavender purple? Yeah, that's totally what's happening now. Everything's getting muddled together, and I don't know if that's the shadow's fault. I think it's just because I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, so I kind of got that cotton candy gradient going on, and minus the lid being a hot mess, I'm not sure I'm upset with it. So we're just gonna keep on going. Okay, so now I'm gonna cut the crease, and for cutting the crease, I'm gonna use the Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer in the shade Light Beige. So what's really challenging about this cut crease for me is that usually I just do a half cut crease, so I don't really have to worry about the outside corner of my eye, or I just do down right in the middle for like a halo, which this is what she's doing. But I can tell that there is a definitive, like the cut crease is definitely cut. I think this is the best we're gonna get, guys. I think that is the best we're gonna do. That'll do, that'll do. In case you were wondering, the brush I'm using is literally a $1 brush from like the Wish app. One of my wonderful, beautiful friends was thinking of me while she shopped on Wish and gave me like bought me this $1 brush set. And actually, the flat brushes in there are really good for cut creases, or at least I think so. Okay, going back to her look, she uses purple and yellow in the center, which are complementary colors. So I kind of want to do that same sort of vibe. Okay. We're gonna do Island and Surf. Real quick, that Island, like this tangerine shimmer shade, is unreal. I don't know if I've seen quite an orange shade like this. Like, I really don't know, because there's definitely some glitter up in this guy. Like, it's either heavy shimmer, borderline metallic, I don't know what to call this, but it is real up in this shade. The brightness, like, it's not like a goldy kind of bronzy orange. Like, no, this is a freaking orange that you threw metallic glitter on and made it an eyeshadow. Like, this is no, it is straight up Crayola crayon. You cannot call this as a neutral any day of the week, and I am living for it. I am packing it on quite a bit, but I also want the highest intensity as possible. Okay, so before I go and do Surf, which is kind of a tealy blue kind of gold thing going on, I'm going to add a much more concealer onto my hand, and I'm going to try to define the center more. So I have the cut crease kind of defined again. I have Surf on its own little brush, and I should have mentioned this first with Island. I didn't use a setting spray to wet my brushes at all. That's what I sometimes will do, especially when I'm trying on a new palette. I'll try to add the eyeshadows on without any help. Like, obviously use concealer today, but if that is anything, and then if I feel like I need a little more zhuzh, I'll go back in with the setting spray. So first, this is Surf with That's pretty, guys. This is so pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now I'm going to setting spray. We're going to use a setting spray. We're going to take as much life as we can out of the Ulta Beauty Illuminating Setting Spray. This guy will become empty one day. because all I use it now is for wetting my brushes. It's not a bad setting spray by any means. It's just I don't really care to use it on my face. Oh, it has alcohol in it. Yeah, this guy's alcohol in it. That's why I don't use it on my directly on my face anymore. That's right. If you look at my videos and compare them to other people, they will always wet their brush first, then dab into the shadows. I did that once, and I think it ruined the eyeshadow. So I will always get product on my brush first, then add the spray, and then go back in as needed. I don't know why that seems to work a lot better for me, but it does. But it does, guys. Hot damn, guys, damn. I also have to be careful because I'm using my Vanilla Quartz Becca highlighter as my mirror. I don't know how much you guys are noticing, but how much I'm dipping into the pan. I don't know if for you, if that would be considered like a judgment on whether or not the palette is good or not. I dip into my eyeshadow pans a lot because I want pigment. I want a lot of it. And there are some shadows I know and will come to find out that it doesn't matter how much product I pack on it, it's just not going to get any more pigmented. And so you kind of have to realize that, come to that conclusion yourself with your own palettes. But for me, like, I don't really care. I don't mind having to dip into a product like again and again and again if I feel like it's still contributing to the look. If I can tell it's absolutely doing nothing to keep building up, then well, that's a waste of time. But I don't feel like it's such a bad thing to keep doing that, because it's not like I'm gonna hit pan on this palette. Like, even for me, this beautiful eyeshadow palette, it's not an everyday palette for me. It probably could be with my attitude in my life, but it's probably not going to be. So I'm kind of using my finger to kind of add like a little bit more, kind of getting the more V action, because that's how the inspiration picture was. And so I'm just kind of using my finger to have a little bit more control to kind of make that V a little bit more there and shaped out. I'm not necessarily doing that to get more pigmentation. Yeah, and just to get the lines a little bit more blended together. That's looking a lot better. So we are gonna go to the hardest part of the look for me, and that's gonna be glitter. Because A, I don't have a lot of glitter, B, my glitters probably aren't the greatest, and C, this sounds fucking hard. So yeah. So I'm starting off with this Ulta multi glitter liner. This is really pretty, but then I have the Urban Decay Heavy Metals glitter liner, and this is in Midnight Cowboy. And so this glitter is so much more saturated than this guy, but I want the multi glitter more. So I think I'm going to try using this for opacity, and then we're going to try to put the multi glitter on top. So I'm just going to play music on top of this, like I've been doing this entire video, and we're just going to see how this goes. This is the hard part. And it's the hard part because I have to make a freaking straight line. That's why it's hard. So cue fun music. So you guys know when you are trying to do a winged eyeliner and you think it's going kind of bad, but you believe that you can fix it, and so you can keep applying it over and over, but it keeps getting thicker and thicker and more and more worse. Yeah, that's kind of what we are facing here right now. And we are back. So I have my full face of makeup on. All the products I use will be listed down below. So Salomea has false eyelashes on, and I am not doing that right now. So I just added a really thin layer of black eyeliner just to kind of give like the fake effect of false lashes, just because like the lash bands are usually really thick, so I just wanted that tiny bit of liner. But I'm gonna zoom you guys in even more closely, and we're gonna finish off the eyes. So Salomea has like a blue eyeliner and then orange smoked out underneath, which kind of mimics her top. So what I think, what am I gonna do here? Yeah, so what I think I'm actually going to do, instead of doing a bright color, is I'm just going to take my NYX white eyeliner pencil because I think that's going to be the most contrasting. I do have a blue liner, but because I do have some blue, like bluish kind of vibe on my lid, I don't want to go for that color. So instead I'm going to go for the white, and we're going to see how this goes. Okay, something in my eye is blurred. Wow, that's really intense and contrasting. Okay, I don't use white eyeliner enough to realize that. And then I'm going to use, I think, watermelon will be... Okay. Then for my inner corner highlight, I am pretty confident that Salomea used Surf as her inner corner highlight, and then I think near her brow bone, but since I used Surf on the in the halo part, I'm actually just going to take my highlighter, which is the Essence's The Metals eyeshadow. Actually, this is in Ballerina Glam. This Metals eyeshadow came to Ulta like during the holidays, so I thought this eyeshadows and the other 4 that came with it were seasonal, and maybe they were, because they're no longer sold at Ulta's website, but you can still get them at Essence's website. The shadow is $5, and Ballerina Glam is just a beautiful popping highlight. So just gotta plug Essence right there. Their shipping, you only have to spend $15 to get free shipping, so grab this eyeshadow and a couple of mascaras and you're good to go, because their mascaras are also fantastic. So, and this is just a blinging highlight and inner corner highlight. I use this actually quite a bit as both of these things. So since I used it on my face already, I'm just going to pop it in there, and it just always adds a beautiful pop. And I don't have much room underneath my brow bone, but I'm still going to get it there. We're going to cram it in there. Okay, and then I'm just going to do a little bit of mascara and skip those false lashes, and then we should be done. Oh, and I'm going to do a lip. So I'm going to do those 2 things, and then I will be back. Guys, zoomed out, here is the finished look. For my lip, I used my Flower Beauty liquid lipstick in Melon Pop. Maybe not the most perfect match for this kind of look, but I needed something quick, and I saw it and I thought it'd be really pretty. I always forget that this Melon Pop is more of a red and not pink red, so I was imagining something different in my mind. But yeah, here it is. I'm gonna have my inspirational video right over here somewhere so you can see us side by side. Yeah, first time doing a full halo cut crease glitter liner grading kind of thing using the Flamingo palette. Let me know what you think of this look and how well I did in the comment section below. Before we even get all that closing, I did just want to give my mini review on this palette, and that is I love it. It's beautiful. There are some hits and there are some misses for sure. Some of the shimmers are fan-freaking-tastic, top-notch. Let me see. Island Tidal Wave flip-flops are stunning. Tidal Wave is effortlessly easy. Bikini I used this morning, I thought it was going to be rougher, and this actually applied really well, so I'm definitely happy with that one worked out. I have not used Donut yet, or Seashell or Pinwheel. I want to use these in upcoming looks, so follow me on Instagram, because whenever I use this palette in general, I will try to also list the shadows that I used. Today I did that and I kind of forgot, so my bad. Now, from the mattes, I think all are fine. Beach Ball was actually, when I used that the other day, now that was a standout for me. I loved how Beach Ball, how pigmented and crazy it was. Also really love Watermelon. I think I somehow got glitter into it from another shadow, so that's on me. What else? Oceanfront is really pretty. I was a little disappointed from Lemonade. Sand is a base shade. Is what it is. I have not used Sunnies yet, so I also want to use Sunnies in an upcoming look. But the biggest disappointment, honestly, for me is Pineapple. This is the one. Oh, somehow there was black on my hand. Okay, so here is, that's pineapple, and it looks really pretty, it swatches really pretty, but the first day I used this palette, I used pineapple because I was so drawn to it so much, and I struggled with it a lot. I didn't have as near as many problems as I did with Flip Flop, Tidal Wave, Bikini Island. Surf is a little challenging, like don't get me wrong, there's a little challenge, but I think even on this look today, like the effort is so worth it. In the end, pineapple, I just didn't really feel completely happy at the end of the day. Far away, it looked more like a matte than a shimmer, and if you're gonna be a shimmer, I want you to have freaking sparkles in it. But yeah, this is a $45 palette. It is limited edition. I didn't tell you the price earlier, so that's on me. But yeah, I do think it's worth it. If you want a colorful palette, but you still think it's gonna be workable, you should probably stop closing it. I think this palette is totally workable with others. You could use any of these rows. I actually didn't even think about it. Like these pink rows, like all of these different looks can help you create a look. Except maybe this row. This row's a little wrong, odd, but the other 4 rows, I mean, you get 15 shadows in here, $45. I think that's a really good price. The quality's there. You get this giant freaking mirror. Like, I don't know why. I just didn't see that there would be a mirror in here. All in all, I think the palette's worth it. If you have never tried Violet Voss before and you're really curious and you're kind of was like me thinking like, all these other palettes kind of feel the same, then I would definitely recommend the Flamingo eyeshadow palette. I look for colorful eyeshadow palettes all the time. I want something new and bright to add to my collection. And when I saw the Flamingo palette, I was like, yes, this is the something different I need. And I don't think you're going to get the color story or the combination of colors in this palette than you do with other colorful eyeshadow palettes, because it is a rainbow palette. Like, you kind of look at this one and be like, it's a rainbow palette, but it has more of the summer beachy vibes, way more than a standard rainbow palette does. So for that, I love. I am so happy it's in my collection. I can't wait to work with it more. Honestly, I plan on using it tomorrow morning, and I just can't wait. Like, I'll be getting up at 12 hours doing my makeup again, and I'm definitely be reaching for the Flamingo palette again. Okay guys, but that's gonna be it for today's video. You know the thing. Hit me up on Instagram and Twitter at Kayla Hayes with a Z, and subscribe to my channel. I upload Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays. I like to have them scheduled to go off at 2 p.m. Sometimes I've had them scheduled for 11 to 1. I'm kind of trying to find like the good happy medium, but I think like mid-morning, late morning, early afternoon is going to be kind of the thing, but still going to be aiming for like the latest at 2 p.m. So that's all for today's video, guys. I will catch you on the next one. Have a good one.